everybody. It's Shirer McGinnis. How are you? I hope you're doing good today. I've missed you. I've not been on here for a little bit. I thought I'd do a devotional today. Once we get going here, I'm doing it from the Devotional Awaken by Priscilla Shirer, and I was gifted this by one of my good friends, and thought I'd do one out of it today. It's going to be a nice, cooler day today in the 70s, I think. You can probably see Gizmo and Bella out there, and you can probably see the zucchini and stuff out there also. Miss Kitty might pop up on the deck. I don't know. She likes to aggravate Bella as far as teasing her and getting up where she can't get to her, because Bella loves to play with the cat. But anyway, I shared some pictures of the garden on our community page on this channel. So if you go to the community section, you'll see pictures of the garden and stuff on there, what we've been doing. So let me get situated here, and I will be right back, and we'll do a devotional. Hang on just a second. Okay, the dogs came back in, so you're going to hear them playing. Let me see if I can turn this while I'm videoing what they do. Gizmo's the brown one. Bella's the black and white one. Bella just turned 1. Gizmo's 5. Doesn't seem like he's 5. Doesn't feel like he's been 5. Hey, what y'all doing? Hey. Hey. Look at me. Look at me. Hello. Remember me? Gizmo. Gizmo. Nah, forget it. I'm nowhere. They're doing their own thing. Okay, so let's get into this devotional. Okay. The one I'm going to read is the first one in here, and it's called Morning. And Exodus 16:21 says, They gathered it morning by morning, every man as much as he should eat. But when the sun grew hot, it would melt. And that's Exodus 16:21. Hear my clock in the background? I think it's pretty. Okay, I'll finish playing here in a second. Okay. There's something about what happens once the sun warms up, the heat of the day's trials, the energy-stealing blaze of its pressures and events. Worries can intervene in those afternoon hours when time is racing past so quickly, when we're certain we can't handle them within the amount of daylight that's left to us. Sometimes such stresses can be overwhelming and brazen enough to melt us in our tracks, causing the strength and resolve of our hearts to weaken and disappear. And while this reality is as current and relevant as the day you're living right now, it's also as old as an entire generation of Old Testament Israelites. They emerged from their tents at first light each morning, eager to gather God's gift of manna that he had strewn across the ground overnight. This was a critical part of their day, an appointed activity, for they knew once the sun ascended toward its towering position in the sky, this bread from heaven would melt away. Yes, the collection in their bowl would be more than ample for the day's requirements. They would be able to serve their families and be assured of God's provision, based on the abundant measure of what he'd given them. But they would need to wait until next morning before they'd find it new again, ready for another day's work. Perhaps this ancient illustration depicts for us the reason why our hearts so often stir for a fresh word from God, fresh bread, early in the morning, before the heat of the day is set in. I realize not everyone is a morning person. I realize too, depending on your stage of life and your weekly schedule, your morning may occur at various uncustomary hours of the day. But I'm convinced that morning is a principle, not merely a time of day. It signifies a position of priority, a place of preeminence. Perhaps you tend to devote your first sparks of attention each day to the newscast or your email or Facebook or social media, to the various trends and updates you missed while you were sleeping. But those moments are always more valuably invested in waiting before God, feeding on His Word, listening to what He whispers to your spirit, while your heart is most open and refreshed and able to assimilate truth. So as you move ahead into each new devotional journey, continue giving Him your first waking thought, turned upward like a breakfast bowl, ready to receive the manna that He is always so faithful to supply. A fresh word and fresh mercies. Remember the morning principle and prioritize the gathering of manna He offers you. Start each day and each decision with an immediate declaration of complete dependence on Him, because the sun's coming up soon and your manna is on the way. And isn't that true that, we need to start our day with God no matter what? We need to start our day with God, because He's the one that shows us the way of the day. He can set our mood. He can set our tone. If you turn on, get on Facebook, things you've missed through the night and stuff, it can start your day off wrong. Watching the news can start your day off wrong. I try not to watch the news most of the time. Oscar likes to watch it some, but I don't. It just ruins my day. So I'll stay in God's Word and my friends and family and my little niche here in the world. Our garden out there, you can see the zucchini. I don't know if I told you a while ago or not, because this is the third video I've made today that I had to do this one over and over and over. I messed the first one up. It was going pretty good. And then I tried to reverse the camera to go out here and show you the garden and stuff, and it went off because I hit a wrong button. So then I made one that was just the garden, and I thought, well, that doesn't even make no sense. So I don't know. But you can see pictures of the garden really better than I can probably show you on the community part of this channel. If you go to the header, you'll see different topics, and it'll say community. And if you go on the community part, it'll show you the scripture writing plan for the month. It shows you pictures that I've shared, different things like that. So, sorry, Billy. So, anyway, that's about it. I did go yesterday. I'll tell you this funny story. I went yesterday and had some, where I'd had a cataract surgery, I guess, 3 years ago. You can get a film that builds up on that. And they go in there with a little laser. It takes like 5 minutes. Don't feel a thing. It's just like going to the eye doctor almost. And they just go and just kind of, just like that. And they blast that film off, and then your vision clears. But it takes a few days for that to happen, maybe 5 to 7 days for it to be extra clear. But you will see floaters. And I have floaters anyway, and that is just like where you see specks that float around in your vision every now and then. But I have those anyway, but right now I've got plenty of them. I mean, they're not real bad, so don't freak out if you have to have that. It's not like that. It's just, you can see them every now and then. And actually today I've noticed they're better than they were yesterday. But after we went to the eye doctor yesterday and had that done, we went out to eat because we were starving to death. So we went to eat. Well, they dilate your eyes, and your eyes are sensitive to the light. So I wore my sunglasses, and I had to wear them in the restaurant. I tried to take them off, but then your eyes look so freaky where they're all dilated and everything. So I'm like, no, I'll just leave my sunglasses on because really it's better on my eyes anyway. So I left my sunglasses on, but while we were sitting there, I kept seeing these black specks. And I was like, phew, phew, I was like, I said, Oscar, is there a fly in here? He said, well, there is a fly in here. And you've swatted at it a couple of times, but some of those times there was nothing there. So I'm like sitting in a restaurant with my sunglasses on, doing this number like an idiot. I bet them people in there thought I was crazy, thought I was hallucinating or something. But what it was is in specks, so I just decided to just forget it. And if it was a fly, it'd just have to be there because I wasn't going to do that no more. Because once I realized what I was doing, I was like, oh, this probably isn't really a good idea. So anywho, hopefully that'll get cleared up. So it is cleared up a lot better than it was. So hopefully that'll get better. We've been busy in the garden, like I told you. That's zucchini you're seeing right there. But anyway, I can't think of anything else. seemed like there was, oh, I've been waiting to get my Subaru back. Oh my gosh. We hit a deer Easter morning, end of February, Easter morning. Easter morning. I still don't have my car back. I mean, I've got it back once, maybe twice, for just a day or two, maybe 5 tops. And everything wasn't fixed on it. I mean, they had to do body work. It wasn't anything major. The airbags didn't go off. But the front end of it was all debacle. It killed the deer, shot the deer all the way across the other side of the road. But anyway, we need a new battery, a radiator, all the little bells and whistles that go inside your car and stuff. But the only thing we're having trouble with now is the front sensors. Like if somebody walks in front of your car, it'll let you know. Or if you get too close to the car in front of you, it'll let you know. The front ones aren't working like they did. The back ones work, but the back didn't get hurt. It's the front. They said they got it fixed. We took it. Nope, not fixed. Nope. So we kept it for 5 days till we got an appointment with Subaru. So the body shop was supposed to take it to Subaru. Well, they took it to the wrong place. The guy told the boy, or the boy went to the wrong place, to the place that was supposed to fix it right the first time and didn't. Because we called Subaru to check on it. We don't have your car. Yeah, okay, we had an appointment at 2 o'clock, but my car's somewhere else. So these people live an hour away, or that business is an hour away from where the Subaru is, like we are. So they had to go and take a guy up there to take the card from the bad place to the right place, and still nothing. So I was so heartbroken. I was supposed to meet my friend, my bestie, Lisa, today. We was going to meet about halfway between both our houses. And I looked forward to that so much, and I couldn't go. I'm going to cry. I couldn't go, but like she said, summer is still early, as they've got a lot of summer left, so we'll still be able to meet, and we are going to meet if I just have to go to her front door and knock on it and say, here I am, I want to meet you, how you doing? I know you're busy, I'll leave if I have to, but I just wanted to give you a hug. So, anyway, we are going to get together this year. We just have to. It's been 6 or 7 years that we haven't seen each other. We've known each other on here. Her and her mom, who was so sweet. She just lost her mom not long ago. She's in heaven now. But anyway, they followed me from the beginning, and she lives not very far, like maybe 2.5, 3 hours away from me, something like that. But anyway, we've talked on Messenger. We've just never seen each other, so anyway, we're going to make that happen. And if we do this year, we're going to share a video of it, okay? We're going to do a video together. So anyway, I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. Handmade from Lisa is her YouTube channel, and she has lots of videos. She likes to make junk journals and real fancy journals and all kinds of stuff. She's so talented. You've got to check her out. And I just love her to pieces. I love her to pieces. There's another channel that I have been watching that I've shared on here before, Pamela Making Memories. She's starting to do journals and things like that too, and she gets a lot of happy mail, and she's getting into that now. So she's just a sweetie pie. So I wanted to mention her, and she even gave a shout out to Bella and Giz and Miss Kitty the other day on her video. I thought that was so cute. So anyway, I thought that was sweet. So let's see. She has a little kitty cat too. It's pretty. She has to get up in the middle of the night, I think, and give it medicine and stuff. Let's see. What else? I don't think there's much else to share. That's about it, really. But anyway, I just wanted to check in and read this devotional with you and tell you all to have a great week and a great weekend that'll be coming up soon. But I'll try to get on here as soon as I can. And remember to live, love, laugh, and laugh some more, because laughter's the best medicine. And I just seen a black spot. Almost did that, but I tried to keep from it. Okay, well, anyway, you all have a great day. And I love you bunches. And be good and kind to each other. And remember, you don't know what other people are going through, so help them to have a good day, even if it's just with a smile. And I'll see you back real soon. Bye-bye now.